Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 35 of Prison Architect. At least I think it's episode 35. We are attempting to build on next cell block. I really wish that I could complete these programs that are going on over here. We've potentially found a tunnel again, or is it another false alarm? It's in the middle of the yard, so it's most likely going to be a false alarm. These classes then, who teaches these classes? Because we've got two classrooms. The Foundation Education Programme is led by a teacher in a classroom, so we're hiring externally for that. I think the problem is because it's voluntary. 20 places, 10 sessions. Many inmates lack even a basic foundation in reading, writing and math skills. This course brings inmates up to that level. Passing allows prisoners to work in the library. And we do have some prisoners in the library, so we assume that some of them have actually passed at some point. Somebody's just got tased. I think it was this guy. Extremely volatile. Attacked staff. Well, you're going to solitary, I'm assuming. And you are indeed. Experience. Wow, destruction. Attacked prisoner. Attacked staff. Serious injury. Murder. Found weapons. Found drugs. Found luxuries. Been here for 54 days. He's sentenced to 74 years and he's served 26.5%. No, sorry, 26.5 years. He's failed the Foundation Education Programme. He's failed the Behavioural Therapy Programme. He's failed the Drug Addiction course twice. And he's failed Spiritual Guidance 21 times. If there was ever a candidate for death row, it's probably this guy. So that's interesting. You also see how much cash each prisoner has now as well, because they actually have the shop. So they get money for working in these various buildings and stuff. Is that one in the middle of the yard again? Yeah, again, these are all pretty much false alarms. Yeah, people can actually work on the carpentry bench, so there are people working there, that's fine. Look how much money this guy's earning. $87. And he's earning more the longer he saws that pile of wood with a saw. He's made a bed. He's actually made a bloody bed. We're up to 30% on the beds now. Excellent. Fantastic. Finally starting to get somewhere with that. I'm so excited my voice is breaking. Wow. So at least that's one thing that's going to be finished. So how many people did we actually get through the carpentry program? Carpentry, yeah, one person has passed. So he's the one guy that's passed the carpentry apprenticeship program, but it means every work session, probably, another one of those things, every work session probably, he is going to make us a bed. So it shouldn't take too long, hopefully, and we should be able to get that done. Naughty, naughty, found you with some shears there. You're going to go straight to solitary. Can I recruit you before you get to solitary? Because you are technically suppressed, which I believe is all you need to be in order to be recruited. I don't know which solitary block you're being taken to. Let's go and speed things up a little bit. And go to speed 3 actually. See where you get taken. You're going in here, are you? Yep, so click on you and yeah, can't recruit you. Some people I just think are unrecruitable. You failed your parole hearing, which was unfortunate for you, but you did pass your treatment to drug addiction, which is fantastic. So that will help you out. And then we just want work time to come around again so we can build more beds. So we've already built 3. So that is a really good start. And of course we sell them as well, so we get more money coming in from doing that. We can also afford, I believe, to work on our next lot of cell blocks up here. So let's go into clone. We want to do this area. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, not quite that height. Oh, autosave screwing me up. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Work from this corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do these bits, including the camera. So you get some practice in. You can actually do this quite quick. And yeah, I'm aware that I still need to do the... Oh, not that one. It's on that block. I'm aware I still need to do all the utilities and stuff. Right there. Objects. We want drains. Drains, 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 drains. There and there. There and there. And then we'll sort all the utilities out once some of that is done. Still haven't built any more beds yet. It is our 3-hour-long meal time in the evening. Hopefully this is enough time now to get everybody fed. 84%. We should really have the capacity. There should be enough room and space for everybody to get in there and eat. 91%. 94%. I mean, I guess even if we're only feeding 95% of the prisoners, as long as it's not always the same 95%, meaning there's 5% people that don't ever eat. If 5% of the prisoners don't eat at one meal sitting, but they eat at another meal sitting, it's not ideal, but I mean, at least they're not going to die of starvation or anything like that. So that should be okay. Still got some money in the bank. Let's go into planning and remove the planning zone here because we don't need it anymore. Let's go into utilities. We already have the electricity in there. So we need to do the water pipes. So I think we'll just run this water pipe straight through from here because it's in the ideal place. So we'll just go and run that through. We also want these 2 boilers in here as well. So we'll get those in. And I guess we could go ahead and put pipe valves on both of those if we wanted to. Let's go ahead and make sure we've got the small pipes going into the toilets. Can't connect up that way. Oh, we've got 4 escapes. And they actually got under the wall as well. That's amazing. It was from this cell. The look of things. Yep, there's the dummies. So search that. And we want to remove tunnels. So we've got a sniper tower up there. He didn't get them, did he? And this place actually has a guard in here as well. So it just goes to show you that even having a guard on patrol isn't going to solve the problem always. And as you can see, they did actually have to go under the door. But they can get under walls. It takes them longer, but they clearly managed to get out of there quite easily. Oh well. It means we've got more capacity for more prisoners now. So with that dealt with for the time being, let's continue putting in these pipes. And increasing our capacity even more. So all of these want hot and cold water. This is quite tedious after a while. I mean, obviously, I could have probably made the showers a little less intensive to build, but it's still a pain. And of course, we need to get all of the radiators plumbed in as well. So that should be fine. Hot water. So we basically need hot water pipe going right down the middle. Make sure this is actually on the tile that has the radiators in it, otherwise it won't work. Getting there. Showers need doing. What are we finding down there? More narcotics. Every time I see a pop-up now off the edge of the screen, I'm always paranoid that it's a tunnel, so I'm constantly keeping one eye on it to see what happens. Still got a fair amount of money, actually. We might even be able to... I don't know, do we want to do the last 2 researches, or do we want to build more... do we want to buy the next area? Let's have a look and see what the research gives us, because I can't actually remember. So we've got the legal prep. Every prisoner runs into problems every now and then, and some of them come with fairly big legal consequences. Your lawyer will start the paperwork to help keep the heat off you should something go wrong, but this needs to be done in advance. So I think this is because you can actually get arrested yourself if too many people die, or if bad things happen, basically, in the prison. You can be held accountable. And then there's legal defence. Time to unlock 3 hours. You're in a bad situation, something went terribly wrong, and you've been put on notice. If it looks like you aren't going to be able to manage the situation, your lawyer can help get you off the hook. Completing this research will remove any current warnings that might otherwise result in you being fired. Now, as this only has a 3-hour time to unlock, I'm guessing that this is probably something that you can do over and over and over again. So if it hits the fan, basically, you've got the 50,000 to spare, you can hit that, and it will get you off the hook. But this one you do have to do in advance, so we probably want to try and do that. But $67,500 to build this next area is quite a lot. We're already up to 30,000 though, so it's not terrible. Our capacity is increased up to 214, which is technically going to be 208 if we minus the 6. So we should put our intake up to 208. And we will, of course, want to have a patrol route in there. So we want a guard patrol. So you are going to patrol through here and around. Like so. Put a guard there. And I assume this patrol route is a dog patrol. So you actually need to come all the way down here now. And probably have an extra patrol on it as well. We might get another canine unit actually, so let's go ahead and get another kennel. Objects, probably not going to spot it. Oh no, there it is. So get another dog crate. And another dog handler. Because dog handlers are generally good at finding tunnels. I can't believe somebody escaped from here. I mean, they weren't even all that far away from where the sniper tower was. But I guess the point is, by the time they've popped up here out of the wall, they're already gone. They're off the map. What the heck is that? Workman carrying a dog kennel. I think the graphics glitch sometimes, because that really doesn't look right. And it's always good to have dog handlers on patrol as well, because they do find narcotics and stuff on prisoners as they go by. The cameras still need connecting up here. We need to go into deployment and make this shared. We also need to make these little things staff only. I forgot to do that on the other one as well. This door can be locked open. The CCTV still need connecting up as well. Some of these feel like they're getting really overworked now. Let's go ahead and utilities, CCTV monitor. Let's go ahead and get another one built up. We'll connect it up to those cameras. In fact, I might connect that one up to all 4 of those cameras because they don't seem to be working nearly as well as they should. Still got a few guards that are free, so I don't think we have to worry too much about that. We'll have some more prisoners coming in the morning. How are we doing on those beds? 50%. We've done half of them now. So that's good. Could still do with a few more. But half of them's not bad. If only we could get more prisoners past this flipping foundation education course. Still 29 prisoners due for parole. 23 families waiting to visit. And we've got 16 MinSec and 7 normal sec coming in on the next group. I mean, some of our MinSec prisoners will end up going into the shared cells, but it is what it is. The dorms are good because they are high capacity in a small area, so I don't necessarily mind MinSec prisoners going into the shared area, although we want to try and keep them away from MaxSec. But I just don't want Max and MidSec going in with MinSec, so we've just got to be careful about that, really. There was something I was waiting for, and now I've completely forgotten what it was. So I'm going to let the game autosave while I try to remember. That was it. We were connecting this CCTV monitor up. So we're going to try and connect this one to all 4 of these. I'm sure it's this way around that you do it. There we go. So that should hopefully sort some of those issues out there. It does have a guard on patrol, so it should be okay. It is work time. Woody Boy isn't making any... Oh, no, there he is. Look at that. He's got $108 to his name now. All of this money he's got from making beds. Needs. Apparently he's a bit of a fearless druggie. He's working on another one. Look at that. He just went straight to the next table. He's like, sod this. I filled that up. Let's go make another bed. So, yeah, we're at 60%. You didn't quite get that one finished, unfortunately. Which is a shame, but at least we now know we will get that Carpentry Apprenticeship program finished eventually. Which is really good. When it comes around to the next night time, we will probably do another shakedown. Our guard seems to be getting a little bit overworked, so let's go up to 65. Make sure we've got some extra guards. I mean, you've got to remember, we have just got an extra cell block to worry about now. I might even grab one more dog crate and just get a spare dog handler as well. I don't think that's a bad idea. And also, let's go ahead and not be able to fight guard locker. Right, let's go ahead and get an extra 3 guard lockers. And we'll get an extra 3 armed guards, even if they just sort of run around scratching their butts and not really doing an awful lot. We're up to 54,000, so I'm going to take that opportunity to go and start working on that research. Because, you know, by the time we need it, it'll be too late to do it, so... We'll do it that way. Still making nearly 12,000 a day, though, which is really good. So quite happy with that. I thought prisons always gave, like, plastic cutlery, so how do these things get picked up on the metal detector? Someone's just been spotted with poison. And yeah, hopefully these dog handlers will just constantly find tunnels and things for us. Right, we can get our 3 more armed guards now. They're stupid expensive. I can't even afford the 3rd one. So the 10th one, so we'll have to wait. Yeah, no, we can do that now. Okay. So that's all of our guards there. Feels like building this whole execution chamber and the these cells here was a little bit of a waste of time. I mean, I guess we could turn this into protective custody if we wanted to, but once again, it still really needs to have its own dedicated canteen, just so that we can keep them away from the normal prisoners, particularly the ones that want to try and kill them. Let's have a look at intelligence. Not been in there for a little while. Got a new informant that we can try and use. He doesn't have a huge amount of suspicion, so we'll bring him in. We might get something useful from him. So let's have a look around and see what is happening. Looks like someone's trying to smuggle some narcotics in. Can't do a huge amount about that now. We've had a death already, which is fantastic. As long as it wasn't our guy who's making beds. Because if he's been killed, I'd be a little bit unhappy. Doesn't look like there's an awful lot of stuff going on. You've got shears, but you've just walked in through the metal detectors and got caught, so that's fine. You were... What happened to you? Right, hang right on there. So this guy that's been killed... This is that guy that was extremely volatile, the one that I said if there was ever a candidate for death row, it should be this guy. He hasn't lasted long. Someone's killed him, I think. Prisoner is liable to kick off without warning for no reason. Destruction. Doesn't say what happened to him, though. See, there's like no space in aggravated burglary. It's like the amount of time this game has spent in various stages of alpha and beta and early access, there were still little, things like typos and text errors that really should have been caught and sorted out by now. I'm quite surprised they haven't been. There again, I'm not playing version 2 of the game, so maybe that does get sorted out. So I wonder if it's a shame there isn't really a log somewhere that shows us who actually killed him, But I assume he has been killed by another prisoner, which means we should probably be looking in solitary. Okay, got one here. Assaulting an officer. What have you been doing? Intoxication found, weapons found, drugs. So you're not the guy. Can we recruit you? No, we cannot. Nobody in these solitaries. We're missing a couple of toilets over here, I see. These solitary ones didn't get cloned properly for some reason. So I'll have to go and sort that out. Yeah, not really sure then. Ah, it might be this guy. Because he's unconscious. Destruction, escape attempt, attacked prisoner, attacked staff, murder. So this will have been the guy. Actually completed spiritual guidance 10 times. But that's probably the guy. There's another one here as well, another prisoner. What about you? You attacked a prisoner and attacked staff. But yeah, as this is the guy that's down for murder, he's probably the one that did that. Yeah, I don't know why these solitary cells didn't actually get put in properly. Obviously, it was me screwing it up with the quick build. So let's just use the cloning tool, and we'll just literally take that up to and including the door, and that should solve that problem for us. We should get not that we're short on solitary spaces, so that is fine. But yeah, so we did lose a prisoner, even though it was a rather troublesome prisoner, so it's not necessarily all that bad of a thing. We're now up to 80% of the beds, which is brilliant. So we'll have that completed quite soon. And there's the dead guy going off in the truck. But I'm relatively happy with how things are going at the moment, so I think we will end on that positive note, and I'll see you guys next week on the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye for now.